Hello, Class here, Card City Nights 2. Since the last part, I did do the thing where I would run back and forth between the mall and the science lab, recycling fluffy pack cards. And, if I load up my collection, you can't actually see my coins. Why did I think it was there? Oh, there's our gold. I made a bunch of gold. We've got 277 gold. We're gonna start with some pack opening, but also, I just wanted to point out the only two new cards that I got in all that pack opening. One was Rainbow Ring. It was the last legendary of the Fluffy set. So, I mean, it's kind of irrelevant, but my analysis on the card is that it might be decent in a stalling deck, but I feel like it's probably too slow for most aggressive decks. But yeah, it adds to your deck, so that's something all stalling decks want. And of course, you could duplicate another key card, like perhaps a Tosca. That's probably what you'd want to duplicate. Also, I misclicked once on Sweet Packs. I didn't get any new commons, but I got Queen Amelia. I think all the mono-related cards are bad. Also, in common, we don't even yet have a way to add mana tokens. This is the only gain mana token card we have. Anyway, let's well, actually, let's view our collection, see how we're doing. Okay, so we're missing 3 of the sweet commons, 19 of the fancy commons. I'm gonna open sweet packs first anyway because they cost 5 less. Yeah, I'm gonna spend down to 100. The whole running back and forth thing, you have to make fewer trips to the map screen if you have more coins. So I'll be able to grind more effectively off camera if I save some of my coins. Alright, nothing new. We already traded for our 3rd horse gun. I might not have had 3 copies of Roll. Alright. Crossover Adventure. I liked this card when on my first playthrough. It has a complicated looking effect, but most of the time it means deal 1 damage and gain shield. If you already have a shield though, you also end up losing 1 life in the process because the heal 1 pops the shield. So you heal and then you take damage and then you gain shield. But either way, you end up with shield at the end. Alright. EG, placement, opponent gains shield, resolve gains shield. I never found a use for this. I guess it is untargetable and has a lot of arrows, so even though the effect is balanced, you could power a lot of stuff off of it. But I like powering stuff off of my cards that actually get things done, too. Hey, we actually got one of the commons we didn't have. Placement. Oh, this is like the reverse of Saturnus. The resolve effect is the heal, and the placement effect is looking at the deck. I think Alf is also one of the playable characters in Psycard. Pitch and Cat Strike. I think I used this some in my first playthrough. A simple deal 2 effect. Ah, it'll do 2. Non-conductive, resolve, deal 2 damage. Whoa. I didn't realize there were any simple deal 2s in common. I mean, it's non-conductive, that's a drawback. And it has a 4 count. But it's not like one that actually is really only a net gain of 1 because, yeah, it's not like this. Take 1 damage, resolve, deal 2 damage. Which is still non-conductive, 2 arrows, 4 count. Let's see, and we got 3 rares that we didn't have any of. Another simple deal 2, but without non-conductive, and it's a 3 count. Oh, it's another card that hates commons. Look forward to seeing those in the future. Not. Alright, and then I'll open 3 fancy packs after this one. Alright, we got a couple more of the rares. Yep. Bird Arrow. It makes Bird actually do something. But it's rare, so we can't play it. When active and you play a card, switch the color of it. That could be interesting for things that have drawbacks on resolve. It says that they're from Psycard, I guess she. But Lemon was also the final boss of not Idle, Card City Nights 1, I think. Anyway, let's open a few fancy packs and get mostly new cards. Wow. Oogler. Yeah, that's what it says. Resolve, delay an active card. I mean, it could do something near the end of a game. Give you time for your one last effect you need to finish them off to resolve. Although I feel like if you could resolve this, you could just play Snap, which is a 1 count, deal 1 damage, and it would probably most of the time come out the same, except Snap I think has 1 more arrow. Star Splitter, placement, delay an opponent active card, resolve, deal 1 damage. That might make it into my combat deck, although I'm thinking I might transition to mostly focusing on the stall deck, because I feel like stalling, due to your access to Heart and inaccess to Potato, it sort of pushes you that way when you're common. Jenny Slayer, resolve, deal 3. When you play a Jenny card, take 1 damage. I don't think I run any Jenny cards in my primary deck. It does only have 1 arrow and is a 5 count, but this could make it in. Jenny Bunny, when your opponent plays a card, remove it and silence this card. Okay. It's a simple 1-for-1 card exchange, basically. Tipsy Toss, when active and you play a Tipsy card, deal 1 damage. So it has a potential damage of 2? Because let's see, yeah, you activate it. And then it ticks to 2, you play a Tipsy. It ticks to 1, you play a Tipsy, it disappears. So this is at best deal 2 damage. Seems not good. Yeah, I know I can't play rares, but I feel compelled to try to analyze every card that we come across. Spike. It's only new because I hacked my first Spike. It's a Spy card, deal 1 damage. I think it's fine. It's hard for your opponent to block. Okay, placement. Tick 1 of your active cards, resolve, tick 1 of your active cards. So it's for accelerating something. I generally don't like these. Because, I mean, if you're accelerating, say, a deal 4, you could have probably just played 2 deal 2 effects, and it would have been easier. Ooh. This is common? Resolve, deal 2 damage, Spy with 3 arrows? I kinda need 3 of these, don't I? Then I can actually start playing an aggressive style again. Okay, when active and a bun card is played, remove it and gain shield. So this could possibly shield you. Except you have to play the bun right after this activates. I feel like I would never play this, because roll exists in common. 1 more pack, right? Yeah. 1 more fancy. Queen, when you play a king card, remove a card and activate a card. Or activate this card. Seems like a bad blueprint. I mean, you get to remove a card. Maybe you want... Oh, wait! It's not remove one of your cards. It's remove a card. You can remove an opponent card. And then you can activate stuff off of it. Yeah, seems decent. Ice Wand. Delay an active card. Delay an active card. So on both placement and resolve. I've seen this be decent in stalling decks. Especially if you're trying to actually flood the whole board so your opponent doesn't get to achieve their plan at all. You just want the board to explode and deal 2 to both players. But yeah, this card's been super annoying. Also, there is a card that exists. I think it's a legendary, so we won't be using it. But it has, like, whenever you play a wand, deal 1 damage. Hey, we got our second Alexander. Now, let's see, Fralan. Whenever you would heal 1, heal 2 instead. But only when active. So, I guess depending on what you already have counting down, this could have, like, absurd healing value. But if you're on average activating a heal 1 every turn, it's basically a heal 3 effect. Assuming you place it towards the bottom right of the board and not the top left, so your last heal effect ticks before it disappears. Alright. Oh, that was fun. Let's now not take advantage of any of our new cards and just battle Serious Scientist with our stalling deck. Those cards are just backup cards for when whatever our current plan is fails. We can then transition to something and we'll already have the cards for it. Let's see. So far you're playing basically nothing, so I'm happy that I went with the stalling plan. Because if a deck's gonna struggle to deal 12 damage over the course of its 24 cards, then you basically just win if your deck becomes bigger. I'll play this in a way where none of its arrows are blocked. Okay, so you're gonna deal 1 to me, and that also moves around. It helped activate your Bob's ship by moving. I'm not intimidated. In fact, I'm gonna cage your Bob's ship. Alright, we added to our deck. I'll play Bee Swarm because it looks like I'm gonna be the first to take damage. And so I'm gonna heal 1 from the Bee Swarm. Let's see, after the Ice Ring disappears, I'll be able to play Adwo in its place. I could just look to get rid of a heart card right now. I don't feel the need to play anything else in my hand. And I positioned it to set up for a Tipsy Saturnus. Okay, that's a deal 2. So it looks like our opponent's not going to struggle to deal 12 damage. Let's get Tipsy on the board, get it activated next turn. Remember? Let's see, I'll play this here instead of using the, Oh wait, I didn't play the Adwell where I was going to. Whatever, it's not a problem. Let's see, wait. If I place this here, it will resolve after the Iosa. So yeah. Oh, it's our turn again already. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid overhealing myself, basically. This has lots of arrows. I should be able to play something off of it eventually. Let's see, there's still 2 hearts in my deck. You're playing a deal 1 effect. I'm fine with that. I'll play this here while I can, because it doesn't have many arrows. Okay, you're delaying my Tipsy. I'm pretty okay with that. I still am gonna get the healing eventually. And Saturnus will heal us 1 immediately. And activates our column. Oh, and we drew Heart. But we're about to take Brickopolis damage, so then we'll just be able to heal all the time, and you're delaying me again, sure. Bee Swarm. Maybe I should have played that somewhere with more open arrows. I've limited it to only the bottom left. Okay, but now I can play Heart, and that's... oh. Okay, Horse Gun, then Heart, then Bird. So we have our last Heart upcoming, but I mean, we're missing so much health. Oh, it's another Brickopolis. Okay, let's get this Horse Gun activated, and then we can hit him with the other Horse Gun while it's ticking down. Alright, they're adding a Rotnip to their deck. Marrying me on the deck expansion strategy. Bird. Just to activate the Bee Swarm. Yeah, I didn't really have anything more productive to do there. Alright, I can play Saturnus and Adwo into the Parrot, assuming I'm not blocked. You're playing a heal effect. What are you doing with that? I've got more deck expansion effects than you. Alright, our bee swarm still goes off on our next turn. Yeah, your delay effect isn't really doing much to me. Right, you played the Rotnip, it had Spy, so it activated off my stuff. But I'm just still not that intimidated. Okay, this isn't active, so I can't Ice Ring it. No, I could. Horse Gun would actually activate that stuff. I'll block their downward arrow with my Horse Gun, dealing 1. Yeah, and the other duplicated Horse Gun shows up. I can deal 2 with that. Oh, our next 3 cards. Bird, O, Biggest Fan. Got it. And if I had my entire deck and what I'd drawn memorized, I'd also know the 4th card from the top. Let's see. You've got a total of 8 incoming damage that won't kill us outright. We have 1 healing incoming. You're about to start taking fatigue. Yeah, that's a deal 1 effect, but it's not active. And also, we have the health to tank it. Wow, due to non-conductive cards, I can't actually play Rotnip anywhere. I'm sort of more interested in Jenny Cat never activating than I am in it activating my Rotnip. I guess they probably can play something off these Horse Guns. Alright, there's... oh yeah. They of course have every arrow possible because fatigue cards have every arrow. But, let's see. They just took 1 from fatigue. Or did they take 2? Are they... let's see. They would die to a 3 and a 4, but not a 2 and a 3. I think I'm fine anyway, because... wait. Yeah, they're representing 3 damage. And any card they play probably has at least a 2 count on it. Whatever they play next turn is not going to resolve before they die, even if they all just took 1 fatigue damage. Yeah, I don't want to play Rotnip here, though. Maybe next turn, after the fatigue is activated already anyway. Let's just expand our deck for now. Because I think if I end up taking any fatigue, I lose. Yeah, they don't have time for that to resolve. Yeah, they're dead at the start of their next... or no, the end of their next turn. None of this resolves. We just play a card. Even if you have a placement heal 1, that's not enough. It would have needed to be some sort of instant heal 2. A shield wouldn't have worked because fatigue is piercing damage. Got 15 credits, thank you. I apologize for holding you up like this, but I needed to gather some data on your cards. None of them appear to have been tampered with, so I'll assume you're clean. I assume that she has different text if you actually have a hacked card in your deck, but I didn't include them in my deck. Unless you happen to know the name of someone else who is capable of illegal card modification? No, never. Alright, I believe you. Please resume what you were doing. Oh, we have the footsteps now. Why, you must be the part-time assistant the captain told me about. Elise, was it? Every great scientist needs a great assistant, and nobody's greater than Dr. Strangle. It's a secret from the passengers, but I have here a captured specimen from an alien dimension. Say hello, little buddy. Greetings, farewells. Do they mean more to you than what comes in between? As you can see, it does at some level understand our language, but it's difficult to communicate with. It's almost as if it doesn't really care what I'm talking about. Just like the other scientists, actually. In any case, I don't believe I'll be needing your help for a while yet. If you have nothing else to do, how about a game of cards? It gets a little lonely in here. How about I click on everything on the shelf? What are these? Oh, you're curious about that self-modifying card-eating organism? Don't worry, those specimens are harmless right now. In theory, you could even use them as card sleeves. Go on, try them out. Found a new card sleeve. Yeah, just check the biohazard container for coins. I guess I should actually... hold on. I think I missed something in... Oh, that's not what I was thinking of. Oh, here it is. There's some kind of gadget here. It's the It'll Do comic generator. It has a bunch of random panels. Tipsy, check this out. Look, don't just eat things you find on the floor. Later, that one, well, I'm sure that makes sense somehow. Bees, it'll do, Rip. Alright. Wow, the same one? This one was good. Time to beat things up. Alright, back to the serious card gaming. I probably actually can't fit another match in this episode, can I? Well, wait, I opened a bunch of packs. Yeah, we'll fight Dr. Strangle. With, once again, our stalling deck, because I believe it's currently our stronger deck. I am totally ready to add those spy cards to our, aggressive deck, though, the moment we need an aggressive deck again. Jealous Chest! You gained a power token, and you drew... that Jenny card that I hate. It has draw, deal 1 damage, placement, deal 1 damage, and resolve, deal 1 damage. And I think it's a spy card with arrows in all 8 directions. I guess I prefer to resolve these horse guns one at a time for maximum damage. Although I'm kind of placing them in the middle of the field. I don't know, just getting them activated is something. Oh, you're gonna use Friend to activate Jealous Chest and gain a power token. Oh, this doesn't actually oh yeah, a power token increases all the damage you deal with 1. I would expect by 1? Wrong choice of preposition, but this battle is looking really bad for us now. I almost want to just forfeit and start again, with them not playing turn 1 Jealous Chest, turn 3 activated Friend. We can't stall against the power token. Not when they're playing that Jenny that deals 1 damage 3 times. Because that would be another 4 damage with the power token. Okay, get Bird Slapped, Assistant. Who cares about the specimen? Let's play some more cards. I agree. Let's get a slightly better roll, rather than them getting the sickest start possible. Alright, we took damage from Potato twice. That does mean their deck is a little thinned, though. Man, those potatoes would have been mauling us with the power token as well. Could have taken 4 burst damage out of nowhere. Placement, activate this card. When you play a card, cage it and gain shield. So they're just about to shield 3 times with caged cards? Or no, shield twice. That's fine, we weren't planning on dealing damage in the next couple of rounds anyway. And they will end up with some caged cards. Oh, but they don't care if Washaloff is caged. Resolve, deal 3 damage, but it has no arrows to begin with. And they run activate effects. They're showing off the activate synergy. Wow. Unlucky drawing 2 hearts right away. Alright, yeah, you also don't care that that's caged. But at least you don't have an activator yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna concede again. That'd be silly to farm for that sort of RNG. Alright, it's a key, but I can block that. It's another Washaloff. Let's see, where's the biggest open space they can play into? I think, since these can connect to each other diagonally, I want to block something around here. It's a big loop right now. Yeah, I'm just looking to crash the board right now. I don't want all these Washaloffs and Jealous Chest and Key to activate. When active and your opponent plays a card, deal 1 damage. Oh yeah, this synergizes with delay effects. There actually is one opponent that plays like all the when active things. I think it's actually the, like, end game super final boss. Raft? That's not gonna do you any good. We've got this board locked down. I'll just waste a heart because it has no effect. Oh, you did damage with a placement effect. Good job. I'll spend this because it has a placement effect that heals me right away. So it does something. And they lost their shield to piercing damage. Placement heal 1, resolve deal 1 damage. What if I just repeatedly crash the board? Well, then my horse guns probably wouldn't resolve. And I do want to add cards to my deck, although they're potatoes. Oh, when you play a card, activate it and activate this card. So you get to activate 2 things off of key X. The hacked key. It's legendary. Yeah, they already thinned their deck with potatoes, though. So even if we add nothing to our deck is 2 larger than theirs. And, yeah, we already, I think, played 1 bird. I don't really gain an advantage off of any of these cards right now. Horse gun, I might get to resolve it. Okay, yeah. They're just helping us because their key X activated their thing anyway. So the fact that I provided them arrows did nothing. Alright, yeah, that would have activated anyway. And then they have 1 turn where their key X doesn't exist, but they get to play off of my horse gun. I'll just play biggest fan to activate the O. Oh. That didn't work out how I thought it would. I thought the activation would happen before the non-conductive killed the arrows. That's awkward. I need to take biggest fan out of my deck. I would like a Tipsy to resolve at some point this battle. Okay. Oh, I got blocked. I'll play a parrot here. When their friend disappears, I can possibly put an ice ring in the middle. Oh, key. To activate your Jenny flower, sure. I think so they can't play further. No, actually, it's more valuable if I just play something there. I was thinking I might play something here so they couldn't put something here. Okay, there's the Spy Cyber Jenny. I'm certainly in an amount of trouble here. I could cage something active. Wait, these are both going to disappear at the start of their next turn. Alright, you activated that with friend, thus activating my parrot. As deal 1 damage as a placement effect. You're already taking fatigue, though. Okay, so they're representing 2 damage, but this is not active yet. I caged the Cyber Jenny in case they have more spy cards. Oh, they just added more keys to their deck. But keys only have a leftward arrow. So it's actually, if I don't play my horse guns, probably going to... Actually, even the horse guns. I might need to play horse guns, though, because they just added to their deck. And they're way ahead on life. Well, the Rotnet might provide me an extra card at some point. If I can get it activated. Do I not have the... Well, I have 2 cards left to draw something that points correctly. Wait, I can add a bird. Just... without having to do anything. Alright, I heal 2 at the start of my next turn. That's good. There are both of their keys. They have no exposed arrows anywhere. I'm gonna play that. They might activate something off of it, or they might just play Fatigue and give me an extra card in my deck. Oh, except they're dead at the end of their next turn. Actually, they're dead right now. Because horse gun damage. We did it. We won 2 battles. Next is gonna be another Gatekeeper, best of 3. What a remarkable strategy. I'll have to write that one down. Say, why don't you battle my alien specimen? If you can play the card game, I'd finally be able to prove that we can communicate with it in one way or another. Sure. Great, that's my assistant. So this will actually be a best of 3. Because, spoilers, the specimen is the next Gatekeeper. The, where do I see my own? Oh, you have to go back. Yeah, so we'll advance to B tier. B tier Gatekeeper, that's what I was looking for. Money, that's what else I was looking for. I can't remember what his strategy is. I don't remember most of the strategies until I see them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's this guy. But yeah, that will be it for this part. In the next part, I'll probably actually start with some deck revision, even though we didn't really lose. I mean, I took an instant concede once. But yeah, I think I'll try to go back to the aggressive plan with the spies. Yeah, these. Alexander. I kind of need one more copy. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. See ya!